Banner. There's an issue that's been on my heart for a while, and I want us all to explore this subject. Sometimes we take nude photographs. I don't know what the motive might be. We don't want to get too hard on people, but for some reason, those pictures, those private pictures, end up on the internet where everybody can have access to it. This was in April 2014, just this year. A man was jailed for posting an ex-girlfriend's nude photos on Facebook. There's another one. 2 lovers were arrested for taking nude pictures of students. And all these here in Ghana. I'm not talking about Hollywood. And there was another one, apart from the lovers being arrested. Okay, so a female student was expelled from school after leaking her old nude pictures. She posted them on Facebook, apparently to get boys, men, to pay attention to her. But the point is, why do we even do this in the first place? My colleague Jennifer Jane Asante is here to help all of us, you know, try to understand. So we're talking about it. We'll open the phone lines as well on 030221169102, and then you can also get involved. So, you know, this concerns all of us. Jennifer,
yes.
Why do we take nude pictures in the first place? What do you think?
I don't know why people take nude pictures. I'm sure everybody has their own reasons. Have you ever taken a nude picture?
No.
Okay.
I think the craziest thing I've probably done, just take pictures of my hands when I polish, that kind of thing. But it hasn't occurred to me to take
a nude picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so now think about it a little. If you would take a nude picture, why would you do it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe to look at myself naked and admire myself. I don't know.
But you have a mirror, right?
Yeah, I could stand in it and do exactly that.
Exactly. So I can't speak to why people would want to take nude pictures of themselves. I do understand, though, that for some people in long-distance relationships, there might be the need to keep the sexual chemistry going between them. So husband and wife, separate countries or separate parts of the country, or boyfriend, girlfriend, wherever, whatever they're doing.
But what would the nude pictures
it's meant
do?
to titillate, to excite. And sometimes it's meant to go beyond just the thought of it as in, oh, my girlfriend. It's also meant to encourage masturbation.
Okay.
So there's this social media craze called sexting, where it's a form of, it's cyber sex. So if you and your partner are not in the same room and you want to have sex, then what they do is they take pictures of either their entire body naked or portions of their body naked, send it to the other, and then they get a reciprocal picture, and then start foreplay verbally, and then it moves on to mutual masturbation from there.
And we're talking about Ghana.
Yeah, people do it in Ghana.
But the point is, why is it not such a big deal when you see naked photos of a man, but it's such a big deal when it's that of a woman? Because both do.
It's a big deal when you see naked photos of a man. But think about this. How often do you see naked photos of a man? When I say naked photos, I'm talking full frontal naked. You've seen Sex and the City, right? The movie? You know, there's a full frontal naked scene there, male naked. And everybody who sees the movie, the first time they see it, when that scene comes on, they go, oh, you know, male or female. That's the instant reaction. When it's the female body, the reaction is milder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because over time, we have tuned our minds to the fact that it's okay to see the female form naked.
Okay, but that's what we tend to look at again and again and again.
Yeah.
Well, but the point is, agreed. you want to take naked photos of yourself, or sometimes to the extent of you're making out and you're recording. Ooh. Why doesn't it stay in your room?
Sex tapes.
Why doesn't it stay in your room? Why do you take it, like put it on your phone, for instance?
Okay. One, again, for future masturbation purposes. Two, it might actually be educational. What am I doing?
Educational?
Yeah. There is an educational aspect to it, although it is so minute, you can't really stand on it as a reason for making sex tapes.
As in what, you're learning from your body?
If someone has a particular sexual challenge, then that person might want to see what they're doing wrong. But then I have to ask, what is wrong?
By recording themselves. So you take a look at it again and then you see where you went wrong.
Yeah, but then, like I said, what is wrong? What you do when you are having sex is quite likely different from what I do when I'm having sex. So why should I have to do what you are doing? That's my problem with it all.
But the point is, how do I even know what you're doing?
You'd have to see my sex tape to find out.
Oh my God. But I think what saddens me is the fact that teenagers are involved in this, young students are involved in this.
There is where we have a major problem. It's okay if you are two consenting adults and you're making a sex tape for your own purposes, you're having fun, you want to look at it later, or you're learning from it, or if even you happen to be Kim Kardashian-y, then you want to make money off of it. Whatever your reason for doing it, if you're two consenting adults, that's fine. But when you're underaged, one, it's a crime to be having sex. Two, the minute distribution sets in, again, it's criminal. So even if you're consenting adults and you start distributing it, that's criminal because it's pornography. You're not supposed to be doing that. But people do it anyways.
I mean, it's very, very, very sad. The other story I heard, that didn't happen in Ghana. This was somewhere in the US, where two teenage girls decided to go hang out with their friends, ended up drinking, got drunk, and then they didn't know what happened afterwards. Only for them to see pictures and videos of what had apparently happened. They had been raped. Wow. You know, and the photos were everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But if your parents... I asked myself this question yesterday. If you're parents and you lay your hands on any of these materials and it's your child that is in it, what would you do?
Me, I'd probably ask myself what I did wrong as a parent.
Okay. It may not be,
I mean,
it may not be about, like, you know, because of you.
One of the latest sex tapes floating about involves university students on a campus. And I'm told that the father of the girl in the sex tape has caused the arrest of the guy. And I'm thinking, unless his reason for the arrest is that the tape was distributed without his daughter's consent, then I see no reason why he should. Because when you look at it, and I saw it just this morning, it was consensual. The act was consensual. The recording was consensual. So unless the distribution wasn't consensual, he shouldn't be worried about the guy. He should be worried about his daughter. What didn't he do right? And I put it that way, not because she's a bad girl, but because he's obviously upset about it. So he obviously thinks that it isn't something his daughter should be involved in or should be seen doing. So that's where his concern should be.
Yeah, but is it always about where did parents go wrong? Or sometimes it's just the young girls and the young boys who want to do what they want to do anyway?
Yeah.
I saw one that happened seriously in the car.
That one.
In the car.
That one. I was shown part of the tape and then also a conversation that was had on a social media platform about the tape between the girl in the video and a friend of hers. And for that tape, I can tell you that the object of making that tape was ego. The guy made the tape and offered the girl a copy. he was doing it because he's going to show his friends and tell them, I banged that chick. But from the conversation she had with her friends, she was showing her friends to show that, yeah, I finally got him.
Oh, no.
So in the conversation, her friend asked, are you serious? I think that's where it starts from, something, a friend asking. I says, oh yeah, I did it. And where did this take place? It says, in his car. What kind of car was it? A Pajero. I'm like, oh, seriously? And
so this is pride.
So how long did it last? It was like, oh, about an hour with breaks. And yeah, it's pride. It's all about the ego on this one.
But the point is, do they even know after everybody else has seen that everybody has seen it? And how do they feel afterwards?
Oh, I can't imagine how they feel, particularly the guy, because he is known, let me put it that way. So again, you have to think about the ramifications of your actions. When you're doing something, what is the intended outcome and what is the unintended outcome?
All right. I wanted us to get an expert view on this one that we're discussing here on the AM show. Reverend Kisiedu is our father, he's our good friend, he's our uncle, I mean, he's our godfather. He is a marriage counselor. He's seen and heard a lot of things, and he's joining us via phone. Reverend Kisiedu, good morning for your time.
Yeah, good morning.
We're looking at the subject of people taking nude pictures, lovers recording themselves when they're making out, and then putting it on social media. Somehow it finds its way there. And we're looking at the implications that it has. If it's children involved, then on the parents, and sometimes the children themselves afterwards. How, should they even carry themselves? So we want your take on this particular one.
Yeah. Let's trace the root of it. Where did it start? It started with parents, adults. In the past, when we were growing up, this didn't exist. It's the adults who traveled outside Ghana and then copied certain things and brought them as a kind of a culture into our country. We respected nudity so much. We were not doing these things. The DVDs, the videos and things, who started watching them in the home? The adults. To enhance their sex lives and things like that. And it's people who are supposed to be the elite of society who have traveled and brought all kinds of things into our country. And then we as a nation have allowed outsiders to infiltrate our society with some things which are obnoxious and rejected outside. And no one is there to help to check it. And therefore the children are copying. If you watch very carefully, the people who do most of these are dedicated ones. And it has, as someone said, there's the intended, in this world, when you do things, look at the intended and the unintended consequences. And some look like fun. We know some people who are married, but they start to photograph some of these, and some who have girlfriends start to photograph and watch it. What did they see it from? As if it is fun. Some also use it as a means, excuse me to say, to masturbate. So, and this typing and doing all that. In other words, we didn't invent this social media stuff, this technology. It was invented by people outside our country. Let's face it.
Yeah, but Reverend, is it all wrong? Is it all wrong? Because I'm trying to look at there may be some positive out there.
That no one in his right mind who is sane and decent, godly, God-fearing, has an aim that one day you give an account of your life and has values to teach in society, will ever have sexual activity and photograph it for someone else to watch. It should be an exclusive thing between a husband and a wife, period.
But is it right? Is it right in the first place to even want to record it?
I can't imagine myself even kissing my wife and photographing it and putting it somewhere for anyone even to see outside of the two of us. What is the purpose? You see, we forget that there are spirits behind everything in life, even as we talk right now. That's why I say we give an account of the words we speak. Words are spirits. You speak something, it can remain there for years. That is why death and life are in the power of the tongue. So there are spirits behind these things. And I keep telling people that you would think you are just watching it, and all this has been promoted by pornography on the internet. And these things didn't start in our country. It started outside. You see, and Africa has allowed infiltration of outside forces to dilute our culture, while we are not able to export anything over there of our values and things, which is unfortunate, which is an offshoot of all this idea of everything which is exotic is wonderful. Whether it is a book, like people think that masturbation is even okay to release tension because there's no human being involved, this type of thing. So the teaching goes on not because we have sat down to look at the intended and unintended consequences and its effect, lasting effect, you see, but we are simply copying. That is the basic problem we have in the society. And the adults are not creative to find what goes for, and that affected every sector of, from economy to our politics to our chieftaincy, to our schools, to even the churches and everywhere. We are not able to be creative to see what works for us best. Although we get inspiration from outside and things we have to copy, yes. But we have values. Why does the Ghanaians go outside? They do sometimes better than in Ghana. They are compelled by circumstances. So that is a national challenge.
I get you, but you know, just yesterday.
What is it producing?
Just yesterday, another.
This is where the idea is, if you feel it, they can't say right or wrong. It depends on your impression. And we are beginning to erode our values and think that it is right according to what you think, it is wrong according to your impression, and that there's no right or wrong. It's like a gray area. There's nothing like that. What is wrong is wrong.
So, Reverend, I want us to end this way. Parents, because there was one of such nude pictures, you know, a video of two young people making out that came out yesterday, for instance. In fact, two of them. Yeah. How should parents react to this? Because these are people who have got parents, people that other people can easily identify. If you're a parent, you see your child like that, what should you do?
Even the children of Samuel in the Bible give problems. The children, even Adam and Eve, give problems to God. But we have not done our duty, done our best as parents. In order to, I mean, Kumasi now. Yesterday, I was in Yasan. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to Kumasi Girls Secondary School. And I've been to churches and places. We are going to Sunyani, Techiman and places. And I keep telling them that sex education is so low in the country. It's terrible. All because, look, I'll tell people that vagina, even as I say it now, some people are, hey, well, it's not because I'm just a biology teacher. In the Achi language, it's not easy. I can't say it on air. I can't say it even right now. There's respect for it we have. But the respect must be extended to teaching the children. You see, I showed them an example in the Bible that if your 13-year-old takes Proverbs chapter 5, look at verse 13, 14, verse 15 to 20. There it says, let her breast satisfy you. If your 12-year-old goes to take that to read for devotion, and you have not given such education, what impression is that little boy going to have? If you happen to open the Bible, open Proverbs chapter 5, verse 15 to 20, and then the Bible says, rejoice in your wife, let her breast satisfy you. We have to give sex education. Parents must be taught, and the churches must pioneer this, because that is where we have the moral authority to be able to talk about things which you can't just go to someone's home and talk. And the institution, the campuses, the high institutions should seriously embark on. Someone was telling me, a doctor from Kontimanoti Hospital, who is even a Nigerian. I had a men's meeting here. And the man spoke last Friday in public and said, what you are doing is so wonderful. I'm a gynecologist. And he says that the thing that he faced at Kontimanoti Hospital, if only we would publicly, and he was saying that schools in this country must have family life and marriage and sex education taught well and serious as the foundation for our children. And it must start from the home. So when the homes and the parents are not teaching it, and the fathers themselves are spreading sexually with young girls, and the young girls are using a lot of husbands as the source of income, which is all over the place. And we export all this. So there's a national crisis, and we must get up and address it. But you see, if from top to bottom, the people supposed to address are part of the disease, they can't be part of the cure. So, well, pray, we pray and do our best. Those who know what to do, don't say, what can I do? Do yours in your home. The parents of these people who made it out of the video, I'm just wondering, did they bond? Yesterday when we went, our coordinator intentionally asked, the pastor of the church had a daughter there who is married, and asked them to come to the front and hug. When he asked the pastor, when was the last time you hugged your daughter? It's a long time ago. There's such a weak bond that the parents themselves don't know what their children are doing. So you see, it comes to the home, and many people are married without knowing why they are married. just giving food and paying school fees and doing this and using computer games and whatever it is. There's a horrible, weak bond between the old and the young, and it's not being breached.
All right.
You see?
Well, Reverend, I think this is...
Which has destroyed several nations, their cultures and things, is creeping into our nation. And we have to sit and address it. I keep saying when I was young, Kwame Nkrumah, when I was a little boy, Kwame Nkrumah had an education. When he was bringing Milo and Omo soap, Ghanaians didn't want it. We used the bar soap. And when I was a little boy, he would send a similar van, I was in a Kwapim Tutu, and sent there with Milo. And then they will make a T-shirt, white T-shirt, very, very dirty. Put it in the Omo with mix and bring it. He campaigned, and then I used to see women and men sitting under trees. There's something called mass education. Send out people to towns and villages, teaching them. We have to come back to these things. For the government and people come together and send people to towns and villages, mass education about proper family life, ethics in society. That is where it starts.
All right.
We should use some of the money for that.
Okay, Reverend Kisiedu, we will wait till we'll wait till you're back in Accra from Kumasi, and then we will sit down and have a good conversation with you.
There's a national crisis which is sexual and immoral and everything plus spirit. Occultism is spreading, immorality is spreading, and we are sitting down watching as if nothing is happening. And people are lazy.
Well, we'll try.
It's a crisis. A mixture of foreigners coming to this country with all kinds of introductions, and we sit down doing nothing.
We'll try and do our best, but you're doing such a great job. We wish you the very best. Thank you for your time this morning. All right, Reverend Kisiedu there. So he said a lot.
He did, and he's very passionate about it, and that doesn't surprise me, because as he says, it's a rising epidemic. You didn't hear things like this a while ago. Admittedly, it's because we didn't have the right equipment.
But now that we do.
Now that we do, we're mastering the game.
Interesting. Let me allow you out there to get involved. So now you can call us on 0302-211-69102. Let's hear what you've got to say on the subject. I mean, I'm still sticking with, but I think Reverend said something which is really important. It starts from the home. Who introduced it? You know, all these things that we are practicing.
Unfortunately, most children don't learn this from home. But they don't have the foundation or the inbuilt will to say no when things come their way. So they go to school and they have friends gathered around a book with pornographic material, and they will look at it and they'll turn pages and make comments and things. It starts from there. Or sex tapes like these go around.
Because this is on Facebook. I mean, it's everywhere. And a lot of people have
people
pages
send
on
it to
Facebook.
each other on WhatsApp, and
it's, oh my God.
Right now, you send me a video, and it doesn't download automatically until I want it to. So I can see that it's something I don't want to watch, so I won't watch it. But a lot of people don't do that. So they see it before they realize, oh, this isn't something I should have seen.
Yeah.
And these images stay with you.
Let me speak to Abraham. He's joining us from Tamale. Hello, good morning to you, Abraham.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, you're on air. Thank you for your call.
Yeah. I think that you have a very interesting topic this morning. Yeah, but what I want to say is that these things, it doesn't start from the home, just as the pastor says. In the house, we are not taught that we should even go and have sex with people that we are not married to. And then, I can't imagine somebody going to have sex with another person and he or she has to record it and go and video it, send it to other friends. Sometimes too, you're just there, and then your phone beeps, and then you open it to see that it is this nasty thing. I don't think that it's even sometimes you have the consent of the lady or the guy in doing that, and mostly it's the guys who are found culpable of doing these things. Just to go and then say that I have had this lady and I am this, and it doesn't add anything. I think that it is about time we stop this nasty things. Some of this could even be part of the things that is causing us to suffer in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abraham. And I think the point that Reverend Kisiedu was making when he said this started from the home is because he's looking at the history of it, you know, the very beginning.
Yeah,
of
your upbringing and how your parents speak to you about sex. That's I think what he meant.
Yeah. Let me speak to Roberts now. Hello, good morning, Roberts.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your call. What do you think about what we are discussing?
Yeah, I want to make a comment on that. I think this has been left untouched for a long time. And even you, the media, stand to be accused to some extent, because you look at one way, you are on TV now talking about it. Somebody is on the radio, and its language in one way or the other promotes it. You understand? I remember some time back, Reverend Mensah Otabil made a comment like that. It's only in Ghana that people advertise alcoholic drinks in relation to sex. You understand? And you look at it and it makes no meaning. Are we really fair? Are we really honest in tackling it as we say we don't want? You understand? I think this thing has to be tackled passionately. I mean, I don't get it that somebody goes into something that is sacred, comes out with it, and put it on air, selling or some other way, like the lady was saying, egotistically, just to make people know that, yeah, I'm there. So what?
Well,
you understand?
I understand you, Robert.
It's so much disturbing. But then, as human beings, I want to suggest, without being insulting, that they should check them whether they are psychologically stable.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your call. I think I'll pick the very last one. Let me take this one from Tema. I don't know who. Al Hassan. All right, Al Hassan. Good morning to you. Thank you for your call.
Yeah, Banal, how are you?
I am very well. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. My point this morning, I think social media, I think is doing a lot to improve the lives of the ordinary person. But the question that I want to ask, and sometimes your station is my station. I don't tune into anything. But sometimes I think we sometimes abuse the social media, because sometimes when you are reading news, sometimes on the Facebook wall, you will see that there are some offensive languages on there, but it will come on the screen. Meanwhile, we will see it, and you, the reader, will say, no, as for this one, I can't read it. You understand? Meanwhile, the viewers, we can see whatever the person has sent through your network. But you say that, no, you can't read it. But I think you have to check on that thing, because it's something that sometimes those who are watching the TV, it's something that is very offensive, but you pretend that you are not going to read it. But I think you are doing a very, very wonderful job.
All right, thank you. I appreciate this feedback. Okay, so can this stop?
I'm not 100% sure about
because
that.
You see, you know the thing you said about the young girl telling her friend that, you know, I did it, and this is to show, and the guy also recording it and going to tell his friends that, yeah, you know, I got her. And I'm wondering, can this ever stop? Because
I honestly do not know. As a parent, it makes me very afraid, because it comes down all through to the even the friendliest forms of social media. These things come through, and it's worrisome, because you don't know how old your child will be before they get involved in these things. So you need to be on the lookout. What's even more worrisome is the fact that right now, the people who we see in these videos are tertiary or secondary, second cycle institutions. They're going out into our job market very soon. Employers do social media background checks on people before they take them in. You are screwing over your chances of getting a job. You are putting yourself out there as somebody who will do anything for 15 minutes of fame or anything to get what they want. So this basically just feeds into all the things that you see on the streets now, demonstrations going on, talking about corruption, talking about unemployment, but these things feed into it. So we're not helping matters, and as to whether or not it will stop, I guess people will have to stop having sex first.
Yeah. All right. And I would say let us start in the home. Parents, what Reverend said, bond with your children, get closer to your children, then you can see some of these things that they're doing. But Reverend mentioned Proverbs 5, and I thought, okay, let me end the show with Proverbs 5:15. It says, love your wife, make love to her only. Make your marriage the hottest in the world. You have no right to any other woman. You should not look at another woman, think about another woman, flirt with another woman, or ever touch another woman sexually.
As
How
my
about
friend Abla would say, bum.
Bum, that's it. All right. So let me just go to facebook.com/Joy News on TV because some of you have been commenting on the news that we posted. The university lecturers across the country have resumed their teaching services indefinitely. Comments coming from Daniel Kombiak says, this attitude is what is bringing the problems in the country. They are simply insensitive. Mahamud Habib says, always disturbing news. What type of country are we now living in? But the latest news updates catch on News Desk with Kemini Nyamaniamano at exactly 10 is the latest news information. For now, though, this is where we end the AM show for today. And from next week, you'll be seeing the beautiful Jennifer with Roland Walker because I will be on leave. Have a great weekend.